Hello, I'm Garrett, and I'll be showing you the Creative Interactive Experience tool InVision. InVision's great because it lets you simply design apps in an interactive way to map images or screens of the apps. So you're almost creating the app as just how a user would click or tap through it. You just aren't doing the actual coding to make the app itself. So it's very much like it says here, a design tool. And this is kind of the homepage for InVision. It's mostly got kind of a basic introduction for a first-time user, as well as kind of corporate stuff like a blog if you want to enterprise with them. And I guess you can win a free shirt too. But we're going to go ahead and log in. I've used InVision before for a class, and it was a breeze to create a prototype for an app. So I made one called True Rate. It's a completely fictional app, actually based on a TV show. But you know, you can use it for fun or for corporate reasons. And what's great about InVision is you can have multiple projects at once. And you can view this as kind of like the folders for your individual projects. You can also search between other people. You can have collaborators, so you don't have to work on it by yourself. So let's go ahead and click into our prototype by clicking View Prototype. So here are the individual screens I created for this app. As you see, you can name them. It tells you the file name right here, and you can click and drag or tap and drag. This site is very much touch enabled for moving these around, so it's great for simplifying your own experience as a designer when planning everything out. Other than the Screens tab, we have a Workflow, which lets you organize even further by putting things in review if you're doing this for a corporate setting and moving to the Approved tab. And then with the Activity tab, you can see, if it loads here, things like how many people have viewed your prototype within the past week or so, your total views overall, and when you created what you created. As you can see, I did this last semester. So, and then with comments, excuse me, you can actually have conversations with people about your prototype to let them give feedback as they use it, as well as all your assets, all sorts of files you're using with your prototype. Anyway, back to the actual app. As you can see, we can view screens here. Now what's great about this is where InVision really shines, is that I can create down here with build mode these things called hotspots, and as you can see, I've already created one, and I could create one right now if I wanted. So you're essentially taking your image and selecting where you would user could tap and linking that to another image. So just like you would click through or tap through an app, you're pretty much simulating that with InVision. You can also create and read comments with comment mode. So if I were looking at someone else's app and say I wanted to comment about how I think this should be a larger area or something, I could do that right here and leave that for the creator. There's an inspect mode, which is a bit more technical, and that's in beta right now. So that's if you're really into the coding aspect of it, and a history mode where you can step through changes on the app or on the specific screen for the app. So let me show you how it works. After I've entered build mode, let's just create a new area here. So let's say I wanted to link to the social part of this app, and we can say that a user would be double tapping on this to get to that area. Now normally if I was actually creating an app, there would be a button or something here. And we can have the transition, let's have it just kind of slide dissolve. And we'll just include the hotspot in the template just so we know where to click. And we'll save that. And we'll get out of build mode back to preview mode. And now when we double tap here, it brings us right there. And each area is connected with this build mode, because as you can see, I've already added hotspots on here. Now I kind of made it so I could step through for a presentation, so not everything is clickable, like I can't go back from here. but you can make multiple hotspots, kind of like I have here, where it lets you click through everything. And the great thing is, if I am tapping somewhere I don't want to tap, it lets the user know, hey, you need to click here to see more of the what the app would look like. So the great thing about Curate, as you can clearly see, is it's very user friendly. It allows for a lot of possibilities, and you can upload any type of image file to create that. And it also has a way to change what the screen looks like. It doesn't have to be on an iPhone, it could be on an iPad and stuff like that. But there are a lot of possibilities here. As you can see, you can search right here. And it's just great for organization, design, and showing what your app would look like to a user who's using it. So I highly recommend this, well, I say app, but this website. They also do have an app though, but that's more for viewing already completed projects. But check out InVision. It's great for the average designer. Thank you.